up over the top of some great country, through some forest, for example. All right, here we are back to our 8 to 10s, Roofing Industries, and looking out to the start, the number 26. Got an absolute super boost on this one. This is our super kid in racing in New Zealand at the moment. So keen to watch him out there. The number 26 for Nico Verhoeven on the CML KTM Racing. KTM New Zealand, Makita, Tamer Whole Shot with Guts Racing, JT Sprockets, O'Neill Pirelli, Visa Drainage with SP Tools, Power Parts Depot, and the list goes on. 26 your race lead, 12 outside, looking good out there for Nate Hewlett at the moment, the Whangarei man on the Northern Power Sports Alpine Star Bell helmets, 100% Asia Logging Racing, Canterbury Biltong Supplement Direct. So well done to young Nate Hewlett, and along with Drew McDermott, another one of our superstars out the north. You don't get to see it at times with events. All the best from the Northern Riders, but I tell you what, some amazing events. And just get a second opinion from Brad. I'll tell you, one of our favourite events from 2023 was the Ruakaka Sand Beast, an event run by the beautiful Whangarei Motorcycle Club. I went to Ruakaka back in September next year, and we're certainly hoping to lock and load that event for the second weekend of September again. That was absolutely magnificent, and a cool club with some great riders up there. Don't always get to see our Northerners, and thanks to the Force of North for luring you to come down to mighty Woodville for this event. I'll tell you what, they're coming out to show us their class, aren't they? And that's an exact example with a super close second there to Nate Hewlett, and behind star attraction Nico Verhoeven. Looking out as we catch the update. Here we are, Super 26, and now starting to pull out the stock. Look at the bigger advantage. Looking good. Go Nate. There's Nate in the second place, then followed by 77 112 to get up in there. But I tell you what, 71 for Samuel Gray, the TK man there on the Grays Forestry Service RB bike supported machine. As we check out Finn Baker on 112, so the Whakatane man on that Rockall Leishman Electrical Lucas Trailers machine in third place. Well, looking out. The 26 showing us his class, increasing the margin 5 to 6 seconds faster per lap than anybody. That's why already after 3 laps you're out to this bigger 10 to 15 second buffer. Go work, go Nate. Nate in that second place. Third for Sam. 112 E to get up there as well. So keen just to look out for Mason. Mason out there at the moment. So another of our visiting Australian. Got to love this on the MC85. Easy Race Products, Burners Motorcycles, Cruise Tune, Serco Motorsport, 7 100% rider as well. We go at doing Mason's name, Gialis, Gialis. So hopefully we'll get that right. Certainly having commentated in Australia back in the 90s quite a bit, getting used to a number of the foreign names was something we got at the time. Haven't quite been as polished on it as we used to be from that era. So a family that I can think of that I really enjoyed their company, and they've some fantastic boys with the Spatellis, and they were of Italian descent, as we find a lot in Australia have been, of course. All right, there we are, 26-26, go you Star. That's doing it again. The superhero, the fastest kid we've had out in New Zealand on a 65cc bike, and he's doing it as well with the 85 class. You watch him when he comes out on the 65s. So this is the 85cc lineup. We call it 85 and 150. What it is if you've got a 4-stroke motorcycle, we take the 4-stroke up to 150. There we go, 26, there's your race lead. Go the O'Neill Star out there. CML's hot shot to Mr. Nico Verhoeven in fine blitzing form as he leads by example through there. Looking out now for a second. Here we go, still with Nate, 12 on the outside. Good work. There's 71 for Sam. 112 up there. E to get in there with Mason. 44. As we look further back in our lineup, that'll be young Henry, Metameters, Henry Miller. Henry in good form before, 371 we've got back there. That'll be... going to say Bo. No, it's not Bo, and it's Jack. It's Jack Bevington out of Morrinsville. Jack in impressive form in this class last weekend in the Waikato Chance, but I tell you what, a little bit more competition here today, and particularly from the likes of Mason out there. Mason Izajalis, the man from Australia. Welcoming our Australian visitors, and so many to have with us, isn't it always great? That's what we love about Woodville. That's what's made Woodville famous. This one-off unique Grand Prix event in New Zealand, the one-off track even the New Zealanders don't get to see. Even in Manawatu, you resist the temptation. They don't even get to practice on this track as well. So it is the haven of the one-off unique event as raced in New Zealand. It's New Zealand's version of the likes of a Medley Basin, which is another man-enhanced natural terrain venue. Of course, the venue of this year's Monster Energy Motocross of Nations after Unai in France last year. That's going to be a hard act to follow, I tell you what, but if anybody can, the Poms can, and they'll put on an extremely good show. So looking to hot rock and get our New Zealand team over there. Probably that event running, I mean, double checked on the date. I think it's about the first weekend of October from memory, right at the end of the Northern Hemisphere summer. So look out. All right, there we are, back to our update. 26 in front, 12 to run in the second, third now with 71, then 112. Looking out for Mason, he's a bit wider on that one, so 112 to come through now. Will be Finn Baker out of Whakatane for the Rockall Leishman Electrical show, so good work from young Finn. He's on to a championship charge there at the moment, and as we see that group, so 26 is bolted, of course. That's the superstar. Didn't win the Australian title for nothing, didn't win the American title for nothing. So there we are, 12 with Nate now, holding on to that second, third, 4, 5, Mason up to 5, 6 in here now with a 44. So 6th place back there with Mathematics Henry Miller. 7 now for Jack Bevington, pushed top 3 last week, but only good enough for that 7. 8 now for the 24 of Charlie Hodgins in the Waimuku man on that Auckland Engineering Surprise, Empire Excavation, Motoco Loco, a P1 Moto supported Husqvarna TC 85 in there, along with 414. Come on, Manawatu. This is our man Charlie Purvis on the Robinson Prestige Crackerduck CSL Race Engine City Honda supported KTM 85. That's an absolutely rad bike. Looks always awesome in its well presented colours, and check it out. A new rider having his first ever Woodville on the big track. It's Manawatu's own Charlie Purvis. So looking out for the Robinson Prestige pilot on there, and his first taste of the big time Woodville for the roofing industries, 8 to 10 years, 85cc class. Go Charlie. All the very best from all of us in the Manawatu to our own Manawatu riders. And after all, that's why we do the sport, when you look after your own and cheer your own. A long time since we had some Manawatu winners, but here's the next generation coming through with Charlie at the helm. There's 26 and there's the white flag, so 1 lap to go. Race leader, number 26 out there, the mighty Nico Verhoeven. Well, folks, another look on the rain radar, and it's all around us. It's all around in this fantastic little Tararua Manawatu Park. In fact, worse back in the actual Manawatu region itself with some rain in those parts, but not here in Tararua country. At home with Tui HQ, at home with, of course, some amazing places, like, for example, the famous Gorge Walk. Speaking about the Gorge, of course, the big road replacement. For those of you travelling in from north and come through Fielding into Bunnythorpe, if you're having a look along the Bunnythorpe to Ashurst Straits, you can see right in front of you, look up on the hill, and you see that brand new road that's been carved into the hill. Unfortunately, according to the latest update, it won't quite be ready for this time next year. But who knows, if they have a good year up there, we may be around opening time next year, which is going to revolutionise the traffic between the East Coast and the West Coast. So bring it on, the brand new Te Ahurangi. Te Ahurangi is the name of the highway, and it's a superb part of New Zealand infrastructure about to be opened this time next year. Yeah, that's the Bengston contracting machine. How good's that? You just do it on that whole shot corner. Look at the pace that it goes through there. It's nicely all been chewed up and pre-ripped. The track boys absolutely delighted with how the track is turning up, getting some lovely ruts on some of these corners. The dust level we're dropping off there at the moment, so great to see. And to check out that Nevada effluent tanker, having something much better in it than effluent, but water in it as we pump it around the circuit at the moment. Just keeping this track in beautiful trim. So well done, crew. Love your work going on. All right, coming back to the Dwytech 13 to 16 years class. Massive thanks to Dwytech Engineering, over 20 years experience in the Manawatu with all things established. Multi-trade company, drain laying, plumbing, gas fitting, building, roofing, engineering. Manawatu's been very pleased to have a new 40-foot container that we put in as a base in at Flips, and thanks indeed to the team at Dwytech, because they were able to cut the steel in and put the windows in for us. So massive thanks, and also thanks to Ctas Aluminium Joinery for supplying those windows. So thanks to Dwytech, you're an awesome team, and love you to bits, so well done. That's accounts at dwytech.co.nz, your one-stop shop. So you know how quite often you can be doing some work and you are always looking out to see, you know, look, I've got to get a plumber for this, I've got to get an engineer for that, I've got to get a builder for that. No, Dwytech do it all for you. They are drain, lane, plumbing, gas fitting, building, roofing and engineering. A shout out to Dwytech on Key Street in Palmerston North.